So converting a vehicle sounds like a really complex process. Can you explain to us how it works?
Absolutely. Look, converting a vehicle from left-hand drive to right-hand drive is extraordinarily complex. It's not like you can jump on YouTube, download a manual, or indeed get any assistance from the OEM manufacturer. And I'll give you a few examples. So in the last 12 months alone, we have, as we always do, world first, things like the Ford F-150 Lightning, the 2024 GMC Sierra pickup trucks, the new Ford F-250 and 350 Hummer EV, I'm sure the list goes on. So we get a brand new vehicle that arrives here, and our team needs to be able to work out how to convert that from left-hand drive to right-hand drive. Now, it is not easy, and to give people a sense, there are about roughly 500 components that we change in each vehicle. And that's where the strength and indeed the depth of our team really comes into play. So we've got 33, 34 engineers in our crew, so mechanical and electrical engineers, a research and development team, production engineering. The reason that we need 30 plus engineers is not because we like to have lots of engineers, although they are a very cool group of people. We need them to be able to design and then create and then indeed convert the vehicles that we work with. And really that's the essence of what we do. It is extraordinarily complex. I mean, we are a full-fledged automotive manufacturer. We are playing with major systems in a vehicle, steering, braking, all of the technology, obviously the physical elements of the dashboard, the list goes on. So, converting a vehicle from left-hand drive to right-hand drive is not something that you do in a shed. It's not something that you do loosely. And I guess a key demonstration of the fact is that there are really only 2 or 3 companies that are our peers anywhere on the planet. And that is because it is extraordinarily complex. Now, it's complex for a couple of reasons. Obviously the engineering element. So let's pick the Hummer EV or the Ford F-150 Lightning or the GMC Sierras. Literally, it's our engineering team alongside our production team. So you've got to remember our production team and indeed our engineering team have got the actual real world experience of converting 4,500 vehicles and having done it for 30 years. So we're not pretending we know what we're doing. We are the experts at what we're doing. But it takes a large team, a significant amount of time to be able to understand the vehicle, to reverse engineer the components that are needed to be converted, for us to go through our manufacturing process and ultimately transform a vehicle to right-hand drive. So there's a big distinction between, as I say, doing it in a shed in the backyard, probably like we did 30 years ago, to doing it today where the vehicles have to achieve our ISO 9000 2015 quality assurance. We tick our conformity of production box. All the vehicles are homologated and go through their ADR compliance. So it is extraordinarily complex, but we have the team and the actual experience to be able to convert a vehicle, which is in fact why there are some vehicles we just simply won't convert. I'll give you a good example. We don't convert the new Cadillac Escalade. Now, if we could convert them, we would sell a huge number of the vehicles. But our engineering firepower, and indeed our 30 years of actually being in this business, tells us that to do that, the vehicle would be unsafe. And that's a moral responsibility that we take pretty seriously, both as a corporate and indeed as a family. The reality is with all of our vehicles, they are vehicles. They are going to have people in them, maybe my family, your family. They're going to be going down a motorway or an expressway at 100 kilometers an hour. You need to ensure that all the systems work. Braking, safety, lane change, all of the tech. And there are some vehicles, like the Cadillac Escalade, where we simply deem it to be unsafe. And that's with our level of expertise. So we don't convert everything or anything. We're very selective on the vehicles that we convert. It does, for the first vehicle, often take many months for us to convert the first unit because it's done properly. And then when we move into production, we're knocking vehicles out in 2 or 3 or 4 weeks. So yeah, hopefully that answers the question.